Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, beautiful clear skies, 75 degrees on the barn thermometer right now, but we're going to be warming up to the mid to upper 80s. Corn and soybean harvest is occurring in some parts of the state. Silage chopping has begun, and haymaking continues across the state. Great weather for all those activities today. A hope, though, for a chance of some rain going into tomorrow. A couple quick calendar reminders. Coming up tomorrow, Mercer Landmark will be hosting the 3rd Annual Agro Expo at the Laddie Agronomy Facility. That's in Paulding County. To learn more or to attend, visit agroexpo.com. Also, tune in next week. The Axis Seed County Fair Tour takes us to the Wayne County Fair. That for the Junior Fair check presentation. That'll happen on Monday, September the 9th, and you'll hear the radio coverage on the 10th. The Wayne County Fair and Certified Angus Beef invite you to visit the Wayne County Fair September 7th through the 12th. Visit WayneCountyFair.com to learn more. Let's check in now with Dale Minyo as he has an update on soybean crush and biofuels in Ohio.
Joining me is Maddie Corby, and Maddie is the Manager of Demand and Market Development for the Ohio Soybean Council. As we talk, we're going to look more about the soybean potential for crush in the state. What does the overall crush picture look like for us?
So in Ohio, we have had the ability to crush roughly 66% of our crop. So that's roughly like 168 million bushels crush capacity. Actually, as of this month, that's where our state stands. We see a growth of about, if everything comes to fruition, about another 55 million bushels. So if we do a little bit of that math based on our 10-year average of soybean production, we're going to have the in-state crush capacity of around 85 to 90% of our total soybean crop. So mostly driven by the need for vegetable oils here in the U.S.
How's the best way to assure that we can continue to use soybean oil for this new biofuels demand?
Yes, soybean oil is still holds the largest share of feedstock availability or feedstock used in biomass-based diesel production. I think it sits at around 35% of the feedstock used. I think for farmers, just to continue doing what they do in the sustainability aspect, making sure that we are meeting those market needs for low CI feedstocks. And that's something that the checkoff is making sure that farmers their messages are getting out there in terms of the practices that they're doing and showing, marketing, educating everybody on soybean oil as a low carbon fuel or low carbon or feedstock option for these fuel markets. Soybean oil is still holding a really great share of the biodiesel, like the biodiesel market in particular. It's great for farmers' equipment. It's a greener alternative. It pretty much tracks with regular diesel prices. So really a farmer reaching out to their fuel producer can make a big impact. And that's just another industry that supports in a roundabout economy. They're supporting their own farm. Biodiesel is just one of the great opportunities. And I think it adds about 13% in value to every bushel of soybean. So it's been a big market hit for farmers.
This biodiesel update made possible by the Ohio Soybean Council and Ohio soybean farmers. Let's take a look now at your weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Sunny, very warm, and more humid here for your Thursday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that Ohio forecast update very quickly. Humidity values are up ahead of our next frontal boundary. That frontal boundary will make its presence known here likely as we move into tomorrow morning, with rains starting in northwest Ohio, spreading across the rest of the state through the balance of Friday. Do I think we're looking at good rains? Well, potentially, but I do need to leave the caveat that we can see some areas get missed. 80% coverage is what I'm penciling in, 1/4 to 1 1/4 inches. We're looking at that going all the way through Saturday midday. Then we dry down and get sunshine back for the balance of the weekend. We're cool, and then we're dry and warm all of next week. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
Let's take a look at what's impacting today's markets with Ryan Metzger from Leist Mercantile.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing your midweek fundamentals. Yesterday, we saw an announcement of China placing anti-dumping on Canadian rapeseed, which was in retaliation to Canadian tariffs being implemented on Chinese EVs. With Canada losing their biggest buyer of canola and canola oil, that should put support back into the Chinese crush industry, which in return should be supportive of more soybean exports. It is believed that China has bought a total of 27 cargo vessels from Brazil and the U.S., with the USDA announcing a sale of 2 more vessels from the U.S. to China just this morning.
Thanks, Ryan. This update brought to you by Grant, helping growers take control over 70 years. Let's take a look now at your markets, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. September corn is trading down a penny at $3.89 1/2 cents. September soybeans down 6.5 cents at $9.99 1/2 cents, and wheat for September down 8 1/4, $5.57. Thanks for joining us. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.